a talk by an ex-MIT guy who would come to the institution to give a talk on the Indian industry taking off. And this was a guy who used to work for, if I remember correctly, Tata Consulting Services, or TCS as it is called. Now, Tata Consulting wasn't a IT company. They were doing many traditional businesses, and when IT took off, TCS was also cobbled together. And they were kind of meandering along. They were, in the first few years, if you look at their history, trying to figure out how to finally unlock exponential growth. And then they hired this guy. And he said, I went to India and met with teams there and management of the company, and everyone wanted to be a $10 million company. And his number two was brought in from a manufacturing unit which was making soaps. Right? So $10 million as an annual revenue was quite a target for him. And he said, when I was going to India, I kept thinking, why, with all the potential and all the technical skills that India has, why have they not begun to compete with the global powerhouses of IT? And he said, meeting this guy and meeting the management and the rest of the company finally revealed that insight to me. And he said this was in Bombay. And in Bombay, if you go there, I've been there many times, there are typically a lot of circuses running around. We don't have them in our cities anymore. But he said, I saw a big elephant tied to a small peg on the side of the road. And there was a huge big elephant tied to a small peg on the side of the road as part of some circus. And I looked at that elephant calmly being tied to this peg and not even attempting to break free. So I spoke to the owner of the circus and said, why is this elephant not even trying to break away? Of course, the peg is not strong enough to hold this elephant. So he said when this elephant was born, this is the peg that he was tied to. So he's grown up thinking that he can't break free. He's not strong enough to break free from that little peg. And he said, suddenly I realized that as the CEO of Tata